Most people overvalue what they can accomplish in a single day, yet drastically undervalue what's achievable over half a year. 6 months. That's our focus today. We're going to explore how you can absolutely redefine your existence in the coming 180 days. Why this specific time frame? A year feels too distant, a month too brief for substantial change, but 6 months? That's the sweet spot. It's ample time to witness monumental shifts, yet concise enough to keep your enthusiasm high and your commitment strong. Isn't that intriguing? What truly fascinates me is how much more effort people pour into their next vacation than into mapping out their life. They'll meticulously plan every detail of a trip for hours, but dedicate barely 30 minutes to sculpting their future. It's almost unbelievable. But you're different. You're here because something within you senses it's time for a radical shift. Consider this. If you persist with your current trajectory, where will you find yourself 6 months from now? The same routine? Stagnant income? Recurring challenges? Familiar excuses? What you choose not to alter, you implicitly choose to keep. Let that thought resonate for a moment. The true beauty of a 6-month blueprint is what I call productive urgency. Procrastination becomes a non-option because 180 days will fly by. Yet you're afforded enough runway to enact profound transformations. It's the optimal equilibrium. Now, let's delve into the core tenets of personal reinvention. Success isn't random. It leaves a trail. Over time, I've observed that extraordinary accomplishments aren't about tackling 1,000 different things, but rather consistently executing a handful of vital actions. Repetition refines skill, and consistency is the bedrock of achievement. Let's unpack the first cornerstone of your 6-month metamorphosis: precision. You must cultivate absolute clarity about your desires. Vague aspirations yield vague outcomes. Sharp intentions forge sharp results. Jot this down: clarity empowers. When you articulate your desires with precision, the universe has a remarkable way of aligning to assist you. It's curious, isn't it? Most people are articulate about what they don't want, but struggle to define what they do want. They can eloquently lament the flaws in their job, relationships, or overall life situation, but press them for an alternative vision, and they falter. This is why we begin with unyielding clarity. Tonight, I urge you to take a sheet of paper and meticulously outline what you envision your life to be like 6 months from today. Be granular. Don't simply write, "I want to be happier." Instead, aim for, "I will increase my income by 40%, complete 12 books, lose 20 pounds, and launch my side venture." Do you discern the distinction? The second pillar of your transformation is what I term your life philosophy. Your philosophy dictates how you interpret and respond to life's events. The crucial insight here is your destiny isn't shaped by what happens to you, but by what you do about what happens to you. The wind doesn't determine a ship's course. The set of its sails does. Let me share a profound truth. Success is neither mystical nor accidental. It's the natural byproduct of consistently applying fundamental principles. Yet here's the paradox. What's easy to do is also easy not to do. It's simple to read 10 pages of a valuable book daily. It's equally simple to neglect it. It's straightforward to save 10% of your earnings. It's also straightforward to avoid it. Now, let's explore the third key, the influence of association. Here's a maxim you must embed in your mind. You are the sum average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Write that down. Over the next 6 months, you must consciously curate your circle. Some individuals, you'll discover, are best loved from a distance. Isn't that an interesting concept? You'll encounter 2 distinct types of people on your path to achievement: those who will ignite your spirit and those who will drain your energy. Your mission over the next 180 days is to amplify your exposure to inspirers and minimize contact with drainers. It's truly that straightforward. Allow me to reveal something compelling about human capacity. Most people operate at only about 20% of their true potential. Do you know why? Because they haven't committed to excellence. They're merely trying to get through the day rather than extracting value from the day. There's an immense difference. The fourth cornerstone of your 6-month transformation is the discipline of documentation. Starting today, you must become a diligent student of your own journey. Keep a journal, track your progress, record your insights. Even the slightest refinement in your daily routine can dramatically alter your life over 6 months. Let me offer an illustration. If you commit to just reading 10 pages of a beneficial book daily, in 6 months you will have absorbed 1,800 pages. That's roughly 6 or 7 books. Do you believe your life would be different if you assimilated the wisdom from 7 carefully chosen books over the next half year? Of course it would. Here's another guiding principle that will serve you well. Success isn't something you chase. Success is something you attract by the person you become. Over the next 6 months, your primary focus should be on your personal evolution. Invest more effort in refining yourself than you do in your profession. The fifth key to your transformation is the power of investment. I'm not solely referring to financial investment, though that's important. I'm talking about investing in yourself. Here's the maxim: formal education will secure you a living. Self-education will build you a fortune. Let me ask you, how much have you invested in your personal growth in the past year? Most people would readily spend $100 on a dinner out, yet hesitate to spend the same amount on a book or seminar that could revolutionize their life. Isn't that a curious contradiction? Over the next 6 months, you must commit to investing in yourself, be it through books, courses, workshops, or coaching. Make the investment. Remember, if someone has reached a destination you aspired to, they possess knowledge you don't. Invest in acquiring that knowledge. The sixth key to your transformation is the miracle of incrementalism. Small, consistent adjustments yield monumental results over time. Let me illustrate this principle. If you improve by just 1% each day, for 6 months, you'll be 180% better than when you started. That's the profound impact of compounded improvement.
What I find most fascinating is that many people delay taking significant action. They're waiting for that perfect, dramatic moment to initiate change. But success doesn't operate that way. Success is meticulously built on 1,000 small, correct decisions made day after day, week after week, month after month. Allow me to share the 7th key, the potency of goals. I know you've heard about goal setting, but let me offer a different perspective. Most people set goals that are far too modest. They base their aspirations on what they think they can achieve, rather than what they truly desire. Over the next 6 months, I want you to set goals that instill a slight apprehension. If your goals don't scare you a little, they aren't ambitious enough. But here's the vital part. Break these grand goals down into daily, actionable steps. Success isn't about what you do occasionally, it's about what you do consistently. Now, let's discuss something often overlooked: the influence of environment. Your surroundings will either propel you forward or deplete your energy. Over the next 6 months, you must deliberately design an environment that actively supports your objectives. Declutter your workspace, organize your living area, create a sanctuary that invigorates you. Here's a principle that transformed my own life. You cannot alter your destination overnight, but you can certainly alter your direction overnight. Tonight, you possess the power to make decisions that will irrevocably change the trajectory of your life. 6 months from now, you'll be profoundly grateful you did. Let me impart a powerful truth. Success isn't a matter of resources. It's a matter of resourcefulness. It's not about what you lack. It's about what you accomplish with what you possess. Over the next 6 months, concentrate on maximizing the tools and opportunities already within your grasp. The 8th key to your transformation is the power of standards. Your life will invariably gravitate towards the level of your standards. Elevate your standards, and your life will rise to meet them. Lower your standards, and your life will descend. It's truly that straightforward. Over the next 6 months, you must raise your expectations in every facet of your existence. Elevate your standards for your relationships, your well-being, your income, your business. When you elevate your standards, your life undergoes a profound shift. Let me share an intriguing aspect of human psychology. We tend to live up to our expectations. If you anticipate little, you'll receive little. If you expect much, you'll achieve much. Over the next 6 months, elevate your expectations. Demand more from yourself than anyone else could ever demand of you. Here's another key to your 6-month transformation: the power of rituals. Your life is meticulously sculpted by your daily rituals. What you do every single day holds more weight than what you do occasionally. Over the next 6 months, you must deliberately establish rituals that bolster your objectives. Here's a ritual that can reshape your life. Wake up an hour earlier each day. That translates to an additional 180 hours over the next 6 months. Imagine what you could achieve with an extra 180 hours of focused, uninterrupted time. That's equivalent to 4.5 40-hour work weeks. Let me share a profound insight about time management. Don't just count the days, make the days count. Over the next 6 months, you must become a master of your time. Time is the ultimate equalizer. We all have the same 24 hours. What you do with those 24 hours makes all the difference. The 10th key to your transformation is the force of accountability. When you're accountable to someone, your performance inevitably improves. Over the next 6 months, seek out an accountability partner or join a mastermind group. Share your aspirations, report your progress, celebrate your victories. Here's something fascinating about human nature. We'll often exert more effort to avoid disappointing others than we will to uplift ourselves. Leverage this insight to your advantage. Make commitments to others that will inspire you to uphold them. Let's discuss something critical: the art of recovery. Over the next 6 months, you will encounter setbacks. This isn't pessimism, it's reality. The goal isn't to avoid setbacks, but to recover swiftly. Successful individuals aren't those who never fail, they're those who rise one more time than they stumble. The 11th key to your transformation is the intensity of focus. Here's what I've discovered: where focus flows, energy goes. Over the next 6 months, you must cultivate laser-like focus on your highest priorities. Don't get caught up in trivialities. Strive to be productive, not just busy. Let me share a powerful distinction. Motivation initiates action, but habit sustains it. Over the next 6 months, concentrate on forging habits that will serve you for a lifetime. Don't solely rely on motivation. Lean on discipline. Motivation is akin to a hot shower. It feels good, but its effects are fleeting. The 12th key to your transformation is the impact of celebration. Most people defer celebration until they reach their ultimate goal. That's a misstep. Over the next 6 months, celebrate your progress, not just your final achievements. Celebration fuels continued motivation. Here's an interesting truth about success. Success leaves breadcrumbs. Study successful individuals. Immerse yourself in their books. Listen to their podcasts. Attend their seminars. Over the next 6 months, become a dedicated student of success. Learn from those who have already achieved what you aspire to. Let me share a profound statement about personal evolution. For things to shift, you must shift. For things to improve, you must improve. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish for fewer challenges. Wish for more skills. The 13th key to your transformation is the essence of contribution. Success without contribution is hollow. Over the next 6 months, actively seek ways to add value to the lives of others. The more value you create for others, the more valuable you become yourself. Here's something intriguing about prosperity. Your income rarely surpasses your personal development. If you desire to earn more, You must commit to learning more. Over the next 6 months, invest in your education, cultivate new competencies, expand your knowledge, and elevate your intrinsic value. Let me share a potent thought about change. Most people overestimate the competition and underestimate themselves. Over the next 6 months, compete only with yourself. Strive to be a better version of yourself today than you were yesterday. That's the only competition that truly matters. The 14th key to your transformation is the decisiveness of action. Successful individuals make decisions swiftly and alter them slowly. Unsuccessful individuals make decisions slowly and change them quickly. Over the next 6 months, cultivate decisiveness. Here's what's compelling about decisions. Every choice you make today sculpts your tomorrow. The decisions you make over the next 6 months will dictate your position 6 months from now. Make choices that your future self will commend you for. Let me share a profound truth about success. Success is not a final destination. It's an ongoing direction. Over the next 6 months, concentrate on moving consistently in the right direction. Don't obsess over perfection. Prioritize progress. Progress equals genuine happiness. The 15th key to your transformation is the cultivation of gratitude. Gratitude transmutes what we have into sufficient. Over the next 6 months, maintain a gratitude journal. Each day, meticulously record 3 things you are grateful for. That's 540 moments of gratitude. Here's something captivating about the human mind. What you appreciate appreciates. Over the next 6 months, appreciate your forward momentum. Appreciate your challenges. Appreciate your emerging opportunities. The more gratitude you express, the more reasons you'll discover to be grateful. Let me share a powerful truth about personal metamorphosis. Change is inevitable. Growth is optional. Over the next 6 months, choose growth, choose development, choose progress. The power of choice is yours, and the time to act is now. Ladies and gentlemen, let me conclude with this thought. 6 months from today, you will undoubtedly arrive. The crucial question is, where? That answer hinges entirely on the decisions you make today and the actions you take tomorrow. The next 6 months of your life are subtly woven into your daily routines. Remember, life doesn't improve by mere chance. It improves by intentional change. And today, right here, right now, you have the unparalleled opportunity to initiate changes that will fundamentally transform your life over the next 180 days. Don't passively wait for the perfect moment. Seize this very moment and make it perfect. The gulf between your current reality and your desired future is bridged by the action you begin taking today. 6 months will pass regardless of whether you take action or not. The pertinent question is, where do you want to be when those 6 months have elapsed? Make these coming 6 months count. Make them matter. Make them unforgettable. 6 months from now,